Welcome to Pennsylvania in Focus. I'm Kristen Smith. Earlier this summer, the Shapiro administration made a big push to promote tourism in Pennsylvania, which included a week-long family RV trip with Governor Josh Shapiro. In addition to that campaign, the Shapiro administration also batted around a different idea, and that would be starring in a commercial with Jason Kelce, the famed Eagles football player, although he's former now. Joining me today is the Center Square's Pennsylvania reporter, Anthony Hennon. Anthony, tell us more about what this records request unveiled about this odd couple failed commercial idea.
Yeah, so, this is going hand in hand here with Pennsylvania's new tourism brand, Pennsylvania, the Great American Getaway. So as loyal readers of the Center Square will know, back in May, Shapiro kicked off this family RV trip up in the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area at a minor league baseball stadium, trying to show off the opportunity we have when it comes to tourism and when it comes to economic development, as he said. He stopped in Philadelphia to promote urban tourism and talk about the 250th anniversary of America and all the events going on around Philadelphia for that in 2026. He stopped up in the Poconos at a lake to really boost outdoor recreation, which is where you can see him, recreating on a jet ski around the lake with sunglasses and a backwards baseball cap, as fitting for any time up in the Poconos. But what we also saw along with these appearances, we've seen a media push too. There's a TV ad floating around where Abby Jacobson, the actress from Broad City and a Pennsylvania native, is doing the narration, trying to give people a sense who don't live in Pennsylvania just how much there is here. But they were also looking to do one that didn't work out, which is a, quote, odd couple of Pennsylvania style video, as we saw in some emails from April, as the governor's office was planning this out. The idea here was to put Philadelphia Eagles now retired center Jason Kelce up with the governor, really showing off the state and how much fun, how much enjoyment you can get if you do make it up here to Pennsylvania.
So would you be able to walk us through what the concept for this commercial was?
Sure. So as Jacqueline Rhodes, who's the Director of Public Affairs and Marketing for the governor's office, put it in an email, the video would have been meant to be humorous and showcase Pennsylvania's eclectic tourism offerings. So it would start off at a Pennsylvania state park, where Shapiro would say, Pennsylvania, as he roasts a marshmallow, and Kelsey's in the background chopping wood. Shapiro's saying where it all started. And then I think this fire could be hotter, to Kelce, obviously implying, he's got to put some elbow grease into chopping that wood. They would then take off on a hike where Kelce would quickly outpace the governor as he lags behind, sweating. They would be fly fishing together. Shapiro in traditional waders, of course, waiting for a fish, while Kelce is catching a fish with his bare hands as he shouts, "That's 6 for me," catching another one. Later, they would be in a sports bar, of course, fighting over each other's food. They would be walking through the main street of a small town, and a passerby would throw in a quickly, "Go Birds" to the duo, prompting Shapiro to ask Kelce, "Have you been here before?" Naturally, you would have to end up in Philadelphia as the pair runs up the Philadelphia Museum of Art steps, referencing Rocky. And then Shapiro would win. And to settle the bet they made, Kelce would then have to crack open a beer brewed in Pennsylvania, of course. And the voiceover would be, "This is Pennsylvania, the Great American Getaway. Plan yours now." And then the governor and Kelce cheers beers, and Kelce has to chug the beer to end it. And that would be, the big selling point here for the star-studded TV spot for Pennsylvania.
Even though we didn't get to see it with our eyes, I appreciate you letting us see it with our minds. So given that this didn't happen, did the administration, what did they have to say about it? Did they give any insight into why, or, what was their general comment?
They did not. The Shapiro's office declined to return some questions and requests for comments on the ad. We do know from the emails that we got that Kelce was, at least before getting the script, interested in the idea of the commercial. A spokesman for him in an email said they would be discussing it with him. And, quote, "He really likes the governor, but tries to stay out of anything political, even though this is about how great the state is." So, it's hard to read the tea leaves here. It could just be scheduling conflicts, looking through some other planned events. the governor was going on that RV trip. Some didn't work out just due to time. It could be just concerns about public imaging, of not wanting to appear too close in one camp or the other politically. But one way or another, this unfortunately fizzled out, and Pennsylvania residents and Americans living outside Pennsylvania do not get to see this would-be TV clip.
I wonder how many tourism dollars we've missed as a result. Anthony, thanks for joining us today. Listeners can keep up with this story and more at thecentersquare.com.